First witness, please.
The people call Chantel Scardarossi to the stand.
Okay, ma'am, you can come right up here, wherever she is.
We need to go grab her.
None of these are witnesses back here either for today or the time of trial, correct?
No,
Lisa, I thought you said I had one more case besides this one. Am I wrong?
Yeah, there's a Randy Schumacher, but they're not on Zoom.
Okay,
He hasn't checked any yet.
I'll deal with that after. Ms. Scardarossi, you can come right up here. I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, have a seat, please. I'm going to ask you to keep your voice up nice and loud for all of us, okay? And speak direct into that microphone if you would. And is your first name spelled Chantel?
Yes.
Middle name Ann, Anne?
Yes.
And the last name again is Skardarasy, correct?
Yes.
You can proceed, Ms. Holloway.
Good morning. Could you please state your name for the record?
Chantel Scardarossi.
Ms. Scardarossi, I'm going to take you back to April 10th, 2024. Do you recall that day?
Yes.
Did something happen on that day that brings you to court today?
Yes.
Can you tell me about what happened starting from the beginning?
I was attacked by my husband.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you there. You said your husband. What was his name?
Andrew Scardarossi.
Okay, and do you see Andrew Scardarossi in the court today?
Yes.
Okay, and can you identify him by telling me the color of the shirt he's wearing?
Blue.
Let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant.
The record should so reflect.
Okay, so you said he attacked you. Can you tell me, where were you on this day?
I had come to his house at.
Okay, and where is his house located? Okay, is that city of Brownstown, county of Wayne?
Yes.
So tell me what happened when you got to the house.
I came to the house. I turned off the cameras so that the phone wouldn't go off. I needed to get a code off of his phone or his
Okay.
laptop.
So let me stop you there. Were you living in the home at this time?
I had been separated for a week at the time.
Were
I'm
you-
sorry, separated for what?
We had separated a week earlier, so I was staying with my mom.
Did you live at this home prior to that week?
Yes.
And were you allowed to go in, come and go to the home as you pleased in this
I'm just
week
gonna-
that you were separated?
I apologize, Your Honor. I'm just going to object to the question about what she allowed. She can say what she believed, but they're separated and he was living there.
All right, rephrase your question if you would. Was there any agreement between the two of you as to whether or not you were going to go back to the property or could go back to the property?
He was trying at the time to get back together. So yes, in the mornings I would get the kids ready for school and I would go into the house after school and get their things and take them home.
So tell me what happened after you had got to the home.
So I got his phone. I drove down the street to try to get a code sent to it without him waking up. I was afraid of him waking up.
Wait a minute. I'm getting old. You got to keep your voice up, okay?
I'm sorry.
You got his phone
Yeah.
and then what?
So I drove down to Kroger in the parking lot to try to get a code sent to his phone. There was spyware put on my laptop. I'd asked him to take off. And in order to get it off, you have to have a code sent to either an email address or a phone. So I was trying to get that.
And so let's just go back for a second. I want to know, what time did you first go to the home? on this
Midnight,
night?
around midnight.
It was around midnight. And then what time? So when you went in, did you grab his phone?
I did grab his phone. I tried his laptop first.
Okay. And then did you leave?
Yes.
And where did you go?
Down the street to the Kroger parking lot.
Okay. About how long were you there?
About 10, 15 minutes.
Okay. And then what did you do next?
I drove back to the house and brought the phone back.
Okay. Tell me what happened when you got back to the house.
He was awake. He was angry. He accused me of taking money of his.
Okay. And when you say he, who do you mean?
Andy,
Okay. Was anybody else in the home at this time?
no.
Okay. So tell me what he was saying to you.
He accused me of taking his money. I said I didn't take his money, but I had his phone. And I walked through into the kitchen and tossed it on the table.
Okay. And tell me what happened next.
I walked back through, there's a gate that separates the front room and the kitchen. So I walked back through the gate and I shut it.
Okay, and I just want to get a clearer picture. You said there was a gate separating the kitchen and where?
The front room, like the foyer.
Okay, and is the foyer, is that right at the front door?
Yes.
Okay, and so tell me what happened when you got out of the kitchen.
I shut the gate. He kept asking me where his money was. He walked to the end of his kitchen table and picked up his gun.
Okay, and I'm going to stop you there. Did you see a gun there prior?
Yes.
Okay, and so tell me, what did he do next?
He picked up the gun. He walked towards the gate. I made kind of a joke, like, "Are you going to shoot me?"
Okay, and I'm going to stop you again. About how far were you and the gun?
Probably from me to you at the time. It was on the table, that far away.
Okay.
So what would you say? That's about 20, 25 feet?
I would.
I want to say it's 15.
It's the length of a kitchen table. I mean, I know I'm probably the table was that long, and then there was the gate and me.
Okay, so you tell me, can you estimate the
I would
distance?
say about 15 feet, if I had to guess.
And so, tell me what happened. What happened next?
He walked through the gate. He stared at me for a second. When I asked him if he was going to shoot me, he said yes. And then he grabbed me from the back of my hair, pushed me up against the closet that was behind us.
Okay. And so where is this closet located?
So it's directly in the middle between the kitchen and the foyer. It's right next to the gate.
And so tell me what happened next.
He had his pistol in his hand and put it underneath my chin.
Okay, so I'm going to stop you there. Do you remember what this pistol, as you said, looked like?
Yes,
What color was it?
it was black,
Okay, about how big was it?
about this big. It was a 9mm Smith & Wesson.
What is that? About 4 inch, 5 inches, 4 inches?
About 5, I would
Okay.
say.
Okay, and to your knowledge, was that his gun?
Yes,
And did he point it at your neck,
yes, under my chin.
under your chin? What part of the gun was on your neck?
The barrel, the top of the gun.
Okay. And did you observe at all if his finger was on the trigger?
Yes, as he was bringing it to my neck, I could see it.
So tell me, what was he saying to you in that moment?
He said, "Give me my," can I swear?
You should quote exactly what he
Okay.
said.
He said, "Give me my fucking money." And I said, "I don't have your money." And he said, "I'm going to fuck," very calmly.
And at this time, when you were up against the closet, was his hand still on the back of your head?
Yes,
Was he grabbing your hair?
yes.
And so tell me what happened next.
I just stared at him while he was saying those things and said, "I don't have your money." He told me, he said, "I'm going to kill you." And then he said, "Do you know who else I'm going to kill?" And then he turned around, looked up at our kids' bedrooms. There's one on one side of the upstairs, one on the other. And he looked at me and said, "Everyone," very quietly.
Okay, and then what happened next?
I got kind of smart mouthed and said, "You better hope so."
Okay. And how were you feeling in this moment?
I was scared and angry.
And were you in fear for your life at this time?
Yeah, yes.
So tell me what happened next.
He held it there for a second. And then he was wearing gray sweatpants at the time. He took the gun down from my neck. He put it in his waistband of his sweatpants while he was laughing.
And what did you do next?
I just watched him slowly put it in his waistband.
And then what happened?
So he slowly put it in his waistband, and then he looked up at me, and then he pretended like he was going to punch me in the face. Stopped about 1 inch from my face.
Tell me what happened next.
The dog got really excited from the other side of the gate, pushed through the gate and jumped up on him. We had a Rottweiler, so he was pretty big.
And what did he do when this happened?
It knocked him down, and that's when I turned and ran out the door.
When you ran out the door, what did you do?
I called the police and went to my vehicle.
I'm
Did you-
sorry.
I ran to my car and called the police.
So did the police arrive?
No, I drove to the police station.
At the police station, which police station was it?
Brownstown Police Station?
And when you got there, were you able to speak to an officer?
Yes,
Did you tell them what happened?
yes,
Did you write a statement?
yes.
Did you? Actually, I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
Ready
Cross?
for me? Absolutely. I'm going to call you Ms. Scottarossi. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce it correctly?
Yes,
Contrary to the judge's own self-derogatory comment, he's not getting any older. So he hasn't lost a wink of hair, he hasn't gained a single wrinkle in all the years that I've been in front of him. So, Ms. Scottarossi, I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? So
okay,
let me start with going back to the date of this incident. You were April 10th, right?
yes,
You were married at that time, correct?
yes,
But separated, right?
yes,
Now, let's talk about separation for a moment. When I say separated, prior to your official separation, you and Mr. Scottarossi had been living together. Is that correct?
yes,
And then one of you moved out, right?
yes,
You moved out.
yes,
You went to go stay with your parents,
yes,
and you were staying with your parents on the date of the incident. Is that correct?
yes,
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about, let's fast forward to your conversation with the police department on April 10th, okay?
mhm,
So you have to say yes or no. Those aren't my rules. Those are just in order to make the court reporter able to type down what you say. Do you understand?
yes,
When you went to the police department on April 10th, you walked into the Brownstown Police Department. Is that right?
yes,
Now, you understood, you were there to tell the police department what you say occurred. Is that right?
yes,
And you understood it was important to be truthful with the police. Is that true?
yes,
And you understood how important it was to tell them an accurate account of what you say took place. Is that right?
yes,
And you understood it was important to tell them all parts of the story, no matter the good, the bad, and the ugly. Is that fair to say?
yes,
And the officers actually spoke with you. Two officers spoke with you, I believe, out in the lobby originally, correct?
I believe so.
And then they asked you to write out a written statement. Is that right?
Yes,
And you were truthful with the police. Is that what you're telling us?
yes,
Yes?
yes,
And that you were truthful when you wrote out your written statement, correct?
yes,
Now, when you wrote out your written statement, I'm just going to, may I approach the witness for a moment,
Yes.
Your Honor? Ma'am, may I? I'm just going to show her a written statement, just to verify what to say. May I approach you, ma'am?
yes,
Okay. I just asked that just so I don't start again, okay?
okay,
I just want to verify, I'm not seeking to admit it, I just want to verify that, just take a look. This looks like your statement, it's 2 pages. Just take a look at that and make sure that's the correct statement. Is that
Yes.
it? And you signed it at the bottom, is that correct?
yes,
And you didn't just tell part of the story in your written statement, you told exactly what happened, is that right?
yes,
Okay. So let's go through if we could. Now, prior to April 10th of 2024, the day or night of this incident, you had actually been anticipating, again, I don't want to know what you and a lawyer talked about, but you had been anticipating filing divorce. Is that correct?
no,
You had not spoken with a divorce lawyer. Again, I'm not looking for content. You had not spoken with a divorce lawyer prior to April 10, 2024?
okay, yes,
You had, correct?
yes, mhm,
All right. And Mr. Scottarossi on April 10th owned a business, didn't he?
Yes,
And he's 100%, he's the only shareholder, the only owner of the business. Is that true?
yes.
Am I correct?
On paper, yes.
Well, that's all there is. He's the owner, correct?
Correct.
Now, when you ended up going to, on April 10th, and let me be real clear, you went to the house, right? To
Yes,
his house.
yes.
And let's go through and talk about the things that you did in preparation for going to the house, okay? He has a business. Where's the business located?
In Ecorse. I'm sorry, in Romulus on Ecorse Road.
Okay, you just keep your voice up. I don't know.
Yeah,
In Romulus on Ecorse Road.
thank you.
And I think it may be easier if I think that microphone actually amplifies, doesn't it, Judge?
Yes, it does.
So I think it may be easier if you talk right into it, okay?
Yep.
Um,
Yes.
So the business is in Romulus, right?
Yes,
What's the name of the business? Now, it's a landscaping business, yes?
yes.
It's not open at midnight or 1 a.m., is it?
No.
Objection, Your Honor. I understand where he's trying to go. I think this is a bit out of the scope of the testimony. He needs to speed this up and get to the point.
Overruled.
Thank you. You actually went to that business, didn't you?
Yes,
You went to that business prior to going to the home, correct?
yes.
Now, and when you went to the business, you actually, the business wasn't open for business at midnight or 1 a.m., was it?
No,
And you didn't tell Mr. Scotterossi that you were going to the business that was closed at 12 or 1 a.m., did you?
I don't believe so.
Right, because you were trying to sneak there.
Yes,
You were trying to be secretive,
yes.
clandestine,
Not sure what that means.
means secretive.
So yes,
Okay. You went to the business, you entered into the business with, I presume, a key of some sort, correct?
yes, my key.
And you then attempted to, again, you have a key to the business, yes?
Yes,
But your key to the business is to allow you to access the business to do certain things. Right? Like there's things you can do that are authorized and things that you can't do that are authorized.
no.
So you could go there and you could just tear the place apart if you wanted.
If I wanted to,
So you believe you could go there at midnight or 1 a.m. and you could just throw all the computers out, throw all the paperwork out, you could burn the place down, and that would be within your authority.
I believe that's illegal. So no.
I'm sorry?
I believe that's illegal. So
Right,
no.
we're gonna talk about that in a second. So you did some booking and paperwork for the business, is that right? Some billing and paperwork, right?
That and some more. Yes.
That and
Wait,
some more.
I didn't hear that.
That and some more.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry.
Now, the reason why I asked that is that you went there at 1 a.m. And you gained access to the building, to the office. Yes.
Yes.
You sat down in front of a computer. Yes.
Yes.
You turned the computer on, right?
Yes.
And then you actually sat down and tried to do things on the computer for yourself,
Yes.
not for the business, but for you personally.
Yes.
What'd you try to do in the computer at that point?
I try to get the code for.
Right, but tell me
Security
specifically,
code.
you had to type in a password or something to access the computer, correct?
Yes.
Did you use your own name or do you have to use like a name and code to enter the access to the computer?
I used my login.
You used your login after hours when it was closed.
Yes.
And then you attempted to gain access to this computer. Now, is there anything that's about whether you told that to the police? In response to that, those questions, you testified under oath that it was in your written statement. Yes or no?
I believe I said it was in my
Okay,
statement.
so is your answer no? Is your answer
So it's
did not?
unclear. I don't-
Ma'am, is your answer no, I didn't testify to that, or is it yes, I did testify to it?
I believe I was trying to say that I told the police this. So I haven't read my statement since the police station that night.
Ma'am,
I just know that I told them
I'm gonna ask
everything.
you one more time, and if your answer is, I don't want to answer the question the way you asked Mr. Rockheimer, that'll be the answer. And we'll talk about the weather, or the lions, or the tigers, or something else irrelevant, okay? I'm asking you, I asked you under oath whether your testimony was, it is in my written statement. Yes or no? There's two answers.
I just understood you differently. So I
You
don't
understood.
believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in an opportunity with the man approaching it.
Yes, sure.
In exhibit 1, I'm sorry. The written statement that you testified was you testified was accurate and complete, that the police gave you all the time that you wanted to write this out, and you signed it. You did not include in this written statement that you had disabled the front camera, correct? Yeah,
Correct.
am I correct?
Correct.
You did not include here that you had actually stood up next to the pilaster or the column, or that you had snuck up to the house in that way, did you?
No,
You did not include that you went into the kitchen and that you actually attempted to disable the kitchen camera, did you?
no,
You didn't include that you actually attempted without authorization to enter into his laptop, did you? You didn't say without his authorization.
no, I didn't say without his authorization.
You didn't say that you took
did say
his
he was
phone
sleeping.
without his authorization and tried to access his phone, did you?
I said he was sleeping.
You didn't, you said he
So
was
no, those
sleeping?
words I didn't use. I believe so. I
Of
haven't
course you
seen it.
didn't. You knew you didn't have authorization to enter into his phone in that way, right?
Objection, badgering the witness.
All right.
Okay. Go through a couple other things here if I could, and then we're going to get back to. That's a pretty harrowing incident, the way you described it, isn't it? Harrowing means, you know what harrowing means?
I know what heroin means.
Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to insult you. I didn't know if you're pausing when I use that word or not. So you described a pretty harrowing, frightening experience. Yeah?
In the moment, yes.
In a moment. And today, you testified that Mr. Scatarassi actually, at one point, according to you, that he looked over at the bedroom windows of your children, his children. Is that right?
Bedroom doors, yes.
Bedroom doors. And you took that to mean that your children were threatened.
I didn't take that to mean anything. I'm just saying what he said.
You described him looking over. What was the point of you describing him looking over at the two bedroom doors?
To describe the incident.
To describe the incident? You never told the police he looked over at the two bedroom doors, did you?
Yes, I did.
And you never wrote in your written statement you looked over at the two bedroom doors, did you?
I don't believe so.
It's another fact that you omitted, isn't it?
Not in the body cam cameras.
All right.
Body cam.
In the body cam footage, I know that sounds like a fallback for you, like a safety valve. You know what that means?
Because it has everything that the police told me I didn't have to write down.
It has everything the police told you. Okay. So when he said everyone and looked at the bedroom doors, I mean, you interpreted that in some way, didn't you?
I did.
You interpreted that to mean that he was a threat to your children
At the time, yes.
at the time. Okay. This incident occurred on April 10th, right?
Yes.
May 15th, you actually filed for divorce, didn't you?
May what?
May 15th.
I believe it was in the 20s. I can't remember the exact date.
I'm sorry?
I don't remember the exact date. I don't think it was the 15th. I think it was the 20s something.
Your voice is trilling
She's
up.
saying she thinks she filed in the 20-something of May,
Of
not
May,
the
okay.
15th, right?
Yes.
In a divorce case, you have to sign, you have to verify the complaint when you file for divorce, right?
Yes.
Objection, again, objection.
Okay, so listen, you gotta.
Irrelevant, irrelevant.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me get you in a good habit right now. When you're objecting, stand up, okay? One, you're standing behind him. Two, I can hardly hear you.
I can move, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
fine.
saying objection irrelevance. I mean, he's asking about a signed complaint and a divorce complaint.
I disagree.
It's a bit
You're gonna move on
Goes to
how quick,
impeachment.
you're gonna move on how quickly? Ask a couple more questions.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm going through this, and then
All right.
each thing I go through,
Okay,
will only be
feel
pretty
free to
relatively
renew
quick.
your objection, Ms. Awala.
Thank you. You had to verify, I just want to, time-wise, I just want to establish that your complaint for divorce, when you filed for divorce against Mr. Scatarassi, you did that after this alleged incident, is that correct?
Yes. But I met my lawyer in March.
And I'm sorry?
I met with my lawyer in March.
In March,
Yes.
yes. And in your complaint for divorce, you swore, because it's a verified complaint, you swore that you did not know of any issue related to domestic violence or any issue related to neglect or abuse of children that could concern the custody or parenting time of your children. Isn't that true?
I don't remember what's on there, but
May I approach
there
the witness,
wasn't any
Your Honor?
charges at the
Yes.
time.
May I approach the
Yes.
witness? One copy of the, this is a copy of the complaint.
Was that her signing it or her lawyer?
Her lawyer, this is, she has to sign it. So the copy I have one that is unsigned because it was easy to print, but I have one that's actually signed in my computer. It's just, it's like a picture, so it doesn't print easily. But if there's any question about whether she signed it, I'm happy to pull that one up on my screen.
Okay, you can approach the witness.
May I approach you now?
Yes,
I can mark this just for
Defense two.
defense too. Thank you. Judge, do you want these? I know they're not admitted, but
I'm gonna want to keep a copy.
in the file.
Yes.
I can ask a question if you want while we're marking
Sure,
this.
go ahead.
So I'm going to move to a different subject. After this incident, which you described as harrowing, scary, all of that, fair to say that you continued a relationship with Mr. Scatarassi, correct?
a co-parenting relationship.
Only a
Yes.
co-parenting relationship?
Yes,
Didn't you have sex together?
Objection.
Oh, Judge, it's relevant.
Go overruled.
Didn't you have sex together after that?
is it overruled? There was an intimate moment at my daughter's birthday party, yes.
I'm sorry?
I didn't hear it either.
Yes, there was an intimate moment at my daughter's birthday, weekend.
Yeah, you guys went away as a family, right?
It didn't start that way.
You went away May
We
4th.
had her birthday party, yes.
Ma'am, you went away May 4th, didn't you?
Yes,
You went away for your daughter's birthday.
yes,
You went to Kalahari, correct?
yes,
And you and Mr. Scatarassi were intimate, correct?
yes.
So that's a little bit more than co-parenting when you say at that particular point?
That day, yes, I would say.
Okay, so your testimony that your relationship was limited to quote unquote co-parenting, that's not accurate or true.
One day out of a year, I
It's
guess.
fine,
Yes.
whatever it is, but that testimony was not true.
We went back to co-parenting afterwards.
Okay, I know you want to qualify that. Can I take that as a yes, that it wasn't, that one line wasn't true?
No,
No, I can't.
we still co-parented together
Okay.
and that was it.
May I approach again?
Yes.
May I approach again? This is a copy of your defendant's exhibit number 2. This is the complaint. See the date, May 15th?
Yes,
And your lawyer, Robert Dubin.
yes,
And then there's a line for you to sign. I declare the above statements are true to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief.
yes,
And that you had to verify that before it was submitted as a complaint in the case, correct?
yes.
And you did that, right?
Verified that I had to sign it?
No, verified. In other words, you had to sign your name saying that this was verified, that the facts in here were true.
Yes,
And in page 3, under paragraph 14, C, plaintiff does not know of and has not participated as a party, witness, or in any other capacity, in any other court decision, order, or proceeding, including divorce, separate maintenance, separation, neglect, abuse, dependency, guardianship, paternity, termination of parental rights, and protection from domestic violence concerning the custody or parenting time of the children in this state or any other state.
Objection, Your Honor. This paragraph in this exhibit is not relevant.
I
It has
disagree.
nothing to
Let me
do-
see, let me read that. You were reading it kind of fast
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry.
May we approach, Your Honor?
Paragraph C and D are relevant.
Do you want to approach?
Yes.
What, with Mr. Rockhind? You want to approach where?
You, just go ahead and read it first.
Question on paragraph C and D, Your Honor. I'll make my offer of proof 2 when the court's ready.
It's not relevant to the case that we have.
Wait a minute, what page are you on this? Were you
Page
showing there?
3.
Judge, it's page 3,
Okay,
and it's paragraph 14,
okay.
then I believe it's paragraphs C and D.
I mean, I'm not sure where you're going with this either.
Well,
What do you?
Sure, I'll make my offer of proof. If
Go
you
ahead.
want. My offer of proof is that this complaint for divorce that was filed, which was verified, that the complainant did not in paragraphs, in anywhere in the complaint or in paragraph C or D, indicate that there was an allegation of domestic violence or an allegation of Mr. Scatarassi in any way intimating that he was a threat of harm to their children, which is what she testified to here.
Your Honor, if I may respond. This paragraph specifically is regarding any court decision, order, or proceeding as a party witness or in any other capacity. At the time this case had not been initiated, her being a witness in some type of incident report with the police. It
I
does
agree
not
with her,
fall.
Mr. Rackheim. This complaint was not initiated, although it was authorized back in July of 24. It wasn't authorized by the date of the filing of the complaint, and there was no arraignment on this charge until January 29 of 25. So I'm going to ask you to move on.
Yes, Your Honor. I have one more question if I could about
Go ahead.
But I won't, but we'll get, I'll leave this here for purposes. Ms. Scatarassi, would you agree with me that in your divorce complaint, forget about those particular paragraphs, you made no mention, there was no mention or reference to this incident?
Correct.
Right. Ms. Scatarassi, let me ask you, let me move on to a different subject matter. We know that you met with the police and you've written out a written statement and you have spoken with the prosecutor, correct?
Correct.
And during your conversation with me a few moments ago, you talked about things that you used the phrase, well, what was legal and not legal. You remember that? Remember at some point you volunteering an answer saying, well, that's illegal, or that would be
Breaking someone's property.
breaking someone's property.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you some questions along those lines. And first I want to just going to ask, as the prosecutor or the detective, I'm not asking about your lawyer. That's different. You don't ever have to answer anything about what your lawyer told you. Understand that? Your
Yes.
divorce lawyer. That's private. Okay.
Yes.
The prosecutor or the detective, did they ever tell you, did they ever give you, discuss with you any crimes that you committed or may have committed or could be accused of having committed on April 10th?
No.
All right, let's go through those and we'll talk about what's legal and not legal. So we know that you entered into a home at which you were not living at that night on April 10th. You testified to that, right?
Wasn't staying. Yes.
Wasn't staying, wasn't living. You told the police you weren't living there, right?
I said I had been gone for a week. Yes.
Right. And you entered into that house when somebody was there, which was Mr. Scatarassi. Yes?
My husband. Yes.
Ma'am, you entered into the house when a person was there, correct?
Correct.
And you entered into the house with the intent to do something, correct?
Correct.
And the intent was to access his computer, right?
Wait a second. I think I need to get her a lawyer.
You might.
I think I'm going to. Ma'am. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to appoint you a lawyer to just talk to you about this, okay? We're not going to rush this. We're going to continue this. I'm going to give you an opportunity. If anything, I've let it go too long, and that was my mistake. Are you guys good in 2 weeks?
Can I check my calendar? Your Honor?
Please. There's nothing to be afraid about. I'm going to get you a lawyer. I want you to fill out, well, I'm just going to appoint you a good lawyer from MIDC, okay? And at least you can confer with him or her about this before you come back, all right? There's no reason to be upset right now. How about, is everybody good on the 25th, Lisa? Is that in the afternoon?
The afternoon of the 25th is fine. I have a sentencing set for that morning that I know will be involved, but the afternoon I'm fine.
You good on the afternoon, Ms.
I'm checking.
Okay.
That works, Your Honor.
We're gonna adjourn this to March what did I say? The
25th, Your Honor.
I meant the 18th. I don't know why I said the 25th. Can we do this the 18th? 2 weeks from today. And I want you to appoint her a lawyer. I want to give her, let's appoint Mr. Haynes to talk to her, okay? So we're going to give you a lawyer. There's no reason to be upset.
And here's where things start getting uncomfortable for the witness. The defense shifts focus to the statements she gave to police that night. The lawyer asks whether she told officers about disabling the cameras and sneaking into the house. At first, she insists she told police everything. But when the attorney produces her written statement, the courtroom learns something surprising. Many of those details are missing from the report. The lawyer points out that the written statement never mentioned removing cameras, attempting to access the laptop, or secretly taking the phone. One by one, the questions grow sharper. Each missing detail begins raising doubts about the completeness of the original story. But the defense isn't finished yet. The attorney introduces another surprising detail: the divorce filing. According to court documents, the wife filed for divorce weeks after the alleged incident. However, the paperwork reportedly did not mention domestic violence or threats involving the children. The defense suggests this contradiction raises serious questions about the timeline and the accuracy of the accusations. Then the questioning becomes even more personal when the lawyer reveals that the couple had actually spent time together after the incident, even sharing an intimate moment during a family birthday trip. The courtroom reaction is immediate. What once appeared to be a clear narrative now looks far more complicated. And finally, the most unexpected moment of the hearing arrives. As the defense continues questioning the witness about her actions that night, the conversation shifts toward possible legal consequences of her own behavior. The lawyer begins suggesting that entering the house, disabling cameras, and accessing devices without permission could potentially be crimes themselves. That's when the judge suddenly interrupts the questioning. Realizing where the testimony is heading, the judge stops the proceedings and makes a surprising decision. He announces that the witness should be appointed her own attorney before continuing. The courtroom pauses as the hearing is postponed for 2 weeks. What started as a case against one person has now become far more complicated, and the next hearing could reveal even more shocking truths.